WonderWeapon and welcome to the complete Terminus Easter Egg guide for Black Ops 6 Zombies. This map is a lot more hardcore than Liberty Falls, so unlike our guide for that one, this Easter egg is going to require a lot of foresight and preparation. I completed the Terminus Easter egg with my friends Bunny and Fireball, but have yet to attempt it on solo, so if you're trying to do it on solo, know that these steps are a lot trickier and will require lots more training to complete. Also, I know that a lot of players have been turning off the zombie health bars, but on this map, it was actually super helpful, and I'd suggest you turn it on. So let's talk loadouts. The loadout that I would suggest for this is the ASG shotgun with as many attachments as you can put onto it, but specifically the suppressor because it gives you a chance of getting more salvage. I was playing a supporting role in my squad, so I took Healing Aura specifically to help with reviving and keeping HP up, but I've also seen a lot of people preferring Aether Shroud, taking essential gobblegums like Cashback, Phoenix Up, and most importantly, Idle Eyes. And since the game's only been out for a week, I haven't got every augment yet, so the ones that I did take were Jug's Probiotic and Hardened Plates, Quick Revive's Dying Wish and Karmic Return, and Staminup's Free Faller and Hard Target. As of right now on Terminus, if you take the Juggernog Augment Turtle Shell, you can be one-shot by amalgams. Unless that gets patched out in the future, do not take Turtle Shell on this map. But if you don't have those augments specifically, it wouldn't hurt putting on any that you've equipped. And if you want a few classes to replicate, then check out this video as I go over 5 preset classes that I've made for every playstyle. But enough about loadouts, okay? Let's load in the map and begin this Easter egg. The first objective is turning on all of these purple power generators. There's one outside of the spawn room, one in Juggernog's room, and the last one is in the biolab. When you've successfully defended all of these, make your way back to spawn. In order to progress in the main Easter egg, you will need the BeamSmasher WonderWeapon. You can get it from the box, or you can easily build it. Here's how you build it though. There will be 3 different laptops that are turned off on the main island. One is going to be outside of the Stamina room, one is outside of the Quick Revive room, and the final one is by the docks at the same level as Deadshot Daiquiri. Make your way up to this building right next to Juggernog's, and there will be a blue battery on this table. Pick it up, and by now you should have killed enough zombies to have at least 500 salvage. Go down to the biolab and add the dead wire ammo type to one of your guns. And once you've done that, dive into the water here and call the Pack-a-Punch platform up. Once the platform is out of the water, interact with this box to call the platform up again. Look away from Pack-a-Punch and stand on the right side of the platform and aim down sights until you see a window with a small electrical box. You'll have to shoot this box while the platform is moving with whatever gun you just put dead wire on. You'll know you did this right when a blue current rushes through the cables to another electrical box on your right. That box will be glowing blue now. Shoot it. The current will move again to the wall directly behind where Pack-a-Punch is when the platform settles. Shoot it and go to the Juggernog room. Right above Jug is the next box to shoot. Then walk out of the building and shoot the final electrical box. After shooting all of these in order, the door will swing open. There will be a trapped zombie on your left and you need to kill her in order to pick up the EMF fob. From here, go to where Elemental Pop is, and on a table nearby, there will be a severed hand on a briefcase. Interact to open it and grab the multiphasic resonator. Go back to the secret room and interact with this computer. If you've turned on all of the computers correctly, then there should be 3 sticky notes on this monitor. Whatever symbol is on the notes corresponds to the symbol on this whiteboard, and in our game, Y had a white circle on top with black circles in the middle. So we looked over at the whiteboard and found the same symbol and matched what numbers were under the symbol and which ones were across from the symbol. For instance, Y was 22 in our game, X was 10, and Z was 0. Once you know the values of each of your letters, go over to the whiteboard with the math equations, and yep, we're gonna do some math here. If you can't be bothered to do this, you can pay Peck 5,000 points, and he will give you the code on this monitor, but if you're trying to save points, then have a friend circle the zombie while you work, or if you're in single player, then just pause your game. Before I explain how to solve this, know that this game will kick you for inactivity, even if you're actively interacting with things, and this happened many times to us. You can rejoin, but you lose all your guns, perks, and most of your points, so make sure to move around while solving this. To solve these equations, start by inputting whatever number your X symbol correlated to. For instance, our X was 10, so the equation would be 2 times 10, which was our X, plus 11, which equals to 31. So 31 would be the first number of our combination. The second equation would look like 2 times 0, which is our z, which would equal 0. And then we have to add 22, which is our y, to 0. We'd end up getting 22, and then we'd be outside of the parentheses and able to continue with the equation 22 minus 5. So 17 is our second combination code. The final equation would look like 22, which is our y, plus 0, which is our z. Once you solve for inside of the parentheses, then you can go out and minus off 10, which is our x. And that would mean that the final number in the combination is 12. Now, these sticky note symbols change each and every game, so the correct code will be different each time. Take your time and remember your order of operations. Do what's in the parentheses first, multiply, then subtract. God, don't show this to any math teacher because it does actually show me using math in my day-to-day life. Once you've entered the correct code, the numbers will light up and Peck will start talking. You will have to end the round and wait until Janice PA says that it has marked an island for you to go to. You can see which island it is selected by looking at the monitor. Interact with the machine again to take the resonator. Now, our island was Castle Rock Island, and here there will be a small ball of energy. Interact with it to place down the resonator, and from here zombies will start spawning. The orb will occasionally shoot a zombie and make them all glowy, and you have to kill that zombie. When they go down, they will drop a small ball of energy, which you have to go up to and interact with to pick it up. Then you'll have to take it back to the orb and do this until the orb moves to another island. Pick up the resonator and do the same steps on the other 2 islands. Place the resonator, kill the glowing zombies, pick up the orbs, and when you've done that on all 3 islands, you'll be able to pick up the amp munition. Now go back to the secret room's workbench and craft it. Now that we have the BeamSmasher, we need to go around the map to these ceiling tentacle traps. There is 1 at spawn, 1 next to Jug, and 2 in the biolab. Look directly under them and locate a small piece of paper on the ground. Once you've found the trap that has this paper on it, you need to activate the trap and shoot the BeamSmasher directly in the middle of the trap's tentacles. A hard drive should drop down if done correctly. Take it to Peck and interact with him through this window. This will give him the hard drive, and he has to do a whole animation just to grab it, so be patient. When he starts talking again, it means that Nathan is almost able to be set free. In order to find the code for Nathan's cage, you have to go around the map and find these specific numbers. The first number to our Nathan code is actually in Quick Revive's room. There is a clock behind some fencing, and you'll have to determine what time the clock is pointing to on its hour hand. In our game, that number was 1. From here, go to the mess hall and up to this eggplant crate. There will be a playing card, and you need to take note of the number. In our game, it was an 8 of diamonds, so 8 is our next number. And for the final number of this code, you need to go to the same room that you picked up the blue battery in earlier. There will be a days since last incident poster hanging on the wall, and whatever number is on this poster will be your final number. Ours was 1. So our full code for Nathan was 181. You have to input the numbers with the clocks being first, the cards being second, and then the posters being last. These numbers change each game, but the order and the locations always stay the same. Now go to the biolab and interact with this keypad area of the central container. Nathan will pop his head out if everything is done correctly. While he's talking, you can insert your code into the keypad. Before you continue on to the next step, make sure that your team is ready for a lockdown, and I would recommend Pack-a-Punch level 2 on the BeamSmasher and your primary gun. Shields wouldn't hurt also, but whenever you're ready, every player in the game must interact with a canister on Nathan's cage. They're marked by these green lights, and everyone will have to interact at the same time for this to work. If done correctly, Peck will start talking and zombies will start despawning. While Nathan is being released from his cage, confirm with your team which direction you will all be running in, because it is crucial to stay together and unload as much as possible into Nathan. In our game, we said we'd hug the wall and run upstairs to the right. If you're all unloading into him, he should go down fairly easily. If you're having a little more trouble though, then train Nathan around, and whenever he pauses to eat a zombie, kill the zombie before he can. If he eats one successfully, he will regain health. Be patient with this and know that practice makes perfect. My friends and I only beat him on our 3rd attempt, so this definitely takes some trial and error. When Nathan's dead, this cutscene will play.
It hurts. It hurts. I've got this.
Wait! He's my little brother. my responsibility. This is on me.
Do it.
Maya, I'm so sorry.
Save it, Beck. I don't need sorry right now. I need to get even. Whatever else we do, we're gonna kill everyone responsible for what they did to Nathan. Got it? Especially that syndicate trash Franco, who sold him to Modi for his sick experiments.
I am many things, but sick is not one of them.
What the hell?
Oh, I've been watching your progress from my sub. Frankly, I'm amazed you're still alive. But let's face it, you are never getting off that island.
You are fucking dead, Modi! I don't care how far you run, you'll pay for what you did to Nathan!
And for everything you put us through these past 6 years!
And you're giving back my goddamn warheads!
I don't think so, Dr. Pack. I'm just counting the minutes till you're all torn apart.
We are gonna get her. Right?
Abso-fucking-lutely.
Now that the cutscene is over, a key card will have spawned at the bottom of the biolab's water reserve. You need to swim down and pick it up. We're going to initiate another lockdown sequence. But first, we have to take note of 3 different spots around the map. There are wires around the map that are missing a conduit. One in the Speed Cola tunnel, one under the Elemental Pop Room, and the other on Crab Island's south side. We will be picking up these conduits during the next lockdown, so make sure you know where you will have to bring them beforehand. When you know where the conduits have to go, make your way to the shipwreck. There will be a small, partially submerged area in the middle of the ship. Here, you can climb onto a ladder, and if you have the key card, this latch should open. The conduits will be sitting on this table, and when you pick one up, the lockdown will begin. Survive the lockdown and a max ammo will spawn. And now you just need to take the conduits to the areas that you went that were missing them. You cannot run with these on your back, so be careful. When both conduits are in place, go to Peck. He will have a hacking device for you, and you need to take it and go back to the docks. We now have to go around in the water and hack these buoys. There are 3 in total, 1 next to each side island, and hold to interact to hack them. Since we did this in multiplayer, we had a drive-by method, and it's easy to outrun the squid's gas if you just beeline from one island's buoy to another. Once all 3 buoys are hacked, Sam should start talking. While she's talking, quickly make your way back to the biolab. You will now have to defuse 3 bombs located in the biolab. They're behind these locked doors, but once a 5-minute defusal timer shows up on your screen, the doors will open and you will have to defuse them quickly. Zombies will spawn infinitely, so bring monkeys or have your teammates guard while you defuse. If you don't defuse all 3 in 5 minutes, then your game will end with Terminus Island being blown up. Once you defused all of them, take a moment to relax because you have done everything for this quest other than the boss fight, and I am so proud of you. From here, you will need to point grind to get both legendary gun rarity and level 3 pack-a-punch on your guns. I'd also recommend crafting a self-revive kit at a workbench, and if you're lucky, pick up a chopper gunner score streak. This is gonna be a lifesaver in the boss, and make sure you get your preferred gobblegums and specifically idle eyes. I'm gonna take a second here to give some tips about this boss fight, and I would recommend watching the entirety of this section of the video because it goes over every attack, every strat, and every phase to Patient 13. When we played this, we struggled loads, and I know that a lot of others have too. We actually first thought that it was impossible because on our first attempt, we didn't understand the value of maximum pack-a-punch and legendary weapons. When you are the most kitted out you will ever be, then I suggest you proceed. Wait for a max ammo or get the free one by cooking a grenade and throwing it into this watchtower at spawn. Go to the biolab and find this door with a keypad next to it. Interact and you will enter the boss fight.
Welcome back, Dr. Modi. We'll be taking that submarine now.
Back! You're an idiot! And these thugs of yours are less than idiots. None of you can begin to appreciate the things I accomplished here. You aren't qualified to
No! Our warheads! God damn it! My God! What's that patient 13? Something's happening. Aesthetic energy spiking off the chart.
There are 3 different distinct stages to this boss fight. The first one is simple. There will be a small red bubble on patient 13. I tried running a figure 8 in the front area to avoid zombies. 13 will do slam attacks that do significant damage, so hiding behind these boxes is very helpful. I would recommend ignoring the zombies as much as possible and only shoot the bubble when you know you are safe. If you get low on shields or ammo, then kill the zombies, get some points, and refill your plates and ammo. When 13's health bar is roughly 1/3 of the way down, you will enter stage 2. Patient 13 will go underwater for a minute and come back lava-y. And the critical spot will now be in the mouth. Manglers will now spawn with the zombies. Take them out ASAP. The same slam attack from 13 will continue, so figure 8 or loop the zombies to dodge these attacks. When the health bar is halfway, the critical hit spot will change from 13's mouth to the main tentacles. Shoot them and continue training. When the health bar is 2/3 of the way down, you will be in the final stage. 13 will temporarily go underwater and return looking very blue. The critical points are now in the eyes, and half of the map will be blocked off by 13's tentacles. You can swim in the water to get to the back portion of the map, but I would not suggest it. There are 2 attacks that 13 does in this phase, one of which is a charge attack. A blue cloud will be growing above 13, and this takes a lot longer than you think to charge, but be mindful. You might only have a split second to react, and if you do not dodge this, you will insta-down. To avoid this attack though, you can sit behind one of these electrical boxes, or you can jump into the water on the outer side of the arena. Be patient and make sure that the charge attack is fully over before you go back up on land. The other attack that I don't see enough people talking about is the tongue attack. If you walk too close to the front of the arena when 13 is peeking forwards, then you will be sucked up in his mouth and instantly die. During this phase, that chopper gunner you picked up before will work wonders. Pop Idolize and prone behind one of the electrical boxes so 13 can't get to you, and go to town on the eyes. This phase, once you understand the attacks and how to dodge, is honestly the easiest phase in my opinion. And if you're like us and you died on the final stage before, don't stress it. You have done all of the steps, you've seen how easy it is to get here. Use what you've learned and improve the next time you fight Patient 13. Now, figure 8s won't work during this stage because of the tongue attack, so I'd suggest just trying to stay behind boxes as much as possible. Do not be shy to make callouts. Our gameplay was 90% us just yelling out if 13 was charging up an attack, slamming, or moving spots. And when that health bar is at 0, then congratulations, because you have now done the Terminus Main Easter Egg. This cutscene will play soon after beating 13.
Okay, Sam. Whatever your plan is for bringing back Maxis, it better be good.
It is. I have scraped all Project Janus files classified Director's Eyes only. Richtofen is obsessed with an ancient relic called the Sentinel Artifact. He believes it has the ability to manipulate a form of protomatter called Prima Materia.
You can't be serious. The term comes straight from medieval alchemy. Don't ask me to believe such horseshit. I am a man of science.
As is Director Richtofen, Dr. Strauss. The artifact is believed to be somewhere in the Principality of Avalon. He hired a criminal organization, the French Syndicate, to find it. They are interrogating a man called Gabriel Kraft. Your former associate, Sergei Ravenov, now employed by the Syndicate, abducted him on the orders of his boss, Franco.
I'm in.
Enjoy your revenge, young lady. I'm not chasing after an old wives' tale.
Oscar, we've all seen things that seemed impossible. And Richtofen is no fool. If he and Sam believe that this artifact can actually bring her back, we have to try. We can't give up on her. She never gave up on us.
She's right. Let's see for ourselves if this Sentinel thing is the real deal.
Agreed. But I still want to know where that bastard Richtofen is hiding.
Unknown. He may be en route to Avalon to collect the artifact.
Then let's find it before he does.
Heads up, people. Helo's ready. But the storm's getting worse. We gotta go, now!
The rewards you'll get for doing this Easter egg are very nice. You will unlock a rare achievement, and as of recording this, only 0.1% of players have completed the Easter egg. But you will also be given a custom Maya skin. And depending on if you complete the Easter egg before directed mode comes out, then you will get this limited edition calling card. An option will appear on your screen to continue playing or exit to main menu. We exited to main menu because we were up all night trying to do this, but if you continue just like Liberty Falls, then you will be respawned and given legendary rarity guns, extra points, and will get a free perkaholic until you go down. Hopefully this guide helped you out, and if you have any questions about what I've said or any questions about the boss fight, then make sure to drop them in the comments. And if you still not completed the Liberty Falls Easter egg, then check out our guide on that. Hope that this helps, and as always, buds, remember to join the village today. It's only a click away.